What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Yes, you read that title right. Negative 800 and whatever many dollars I put in the title. Yes, that is exactly how much money I had made in my first month of Shopify with Facebook ads. Now, of course, that's a loss, guys. If some of you didn't catch on, of course, I lost a lot of money at the beginning. That was just in 1 month, my first ever month, and it was very, very heartbreaking, I'm not gonna lie. And guys, of course, when I started dropshipping, I got into it for the same reasons that probably a lot of you did. I expected to make quick money, I expected to finally be financially free, and of course, that did not happen at all after 1 month. So in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about exactly what I did wrong, kind of what I learned from that since then, and just a little bit of my journey overall. Oh yeah, and I do wanna show you something I got. So as you can see, yes, we brought the monitor over, and I did get a new desk. It's super messy right now. I just set it up last night. There's my cat. I just set it up last night, and in fact, I actually have an arm here, so I'm gonna raise this up into like a little pole arm thing, so it's gonna look super cool. And I'm gonna put this down there somewhere. But the coolest thing about this, guys, is look at. Yup, it's a standing desk. Isn't that awesome? And then I can just lower it. I'll probably leave it right there. This is perfect height. So what I gotta do is just attach this right here too. And yeah, and then it should be complete. I'm really, really happy with this, guys. I've been wanting this for a very long time. So hopefully you're as excited as I am. But I don't wanna waste any more time. Let's get into the video. And if you do get value out of this, make sure you join the family. Everybody in here is loving it. The community is growing super strong. Everybody's learning. We're all eating out here. But anyways, let's hop into the video. Alright guys, we are in my computer now. I'm ready to drop some value for you. I just quickly wanted to say a big thank you to every single one of you that subscribed. We're so close to 14,000 subscribers. I can't believe it. Yesterday's live stream, by the way, was incredible. We had over 150 people in it pretty much at all times. I reviewed a ton of stores, so make sure you join the next one. And also note that July 29th is gonna be the big workshop live stream. But anyways, let's just hop right into this. So my first month, guys, of course, as you know, which was 2 years ago, a little bit over 2 years ago, was a terrible month, okay? It was an awful month. I spent roughly $850 plus on Facebook ads with zero return, zero sales. It was awful, and this was all in the span of a month. Prior to this, I had a job that I had been saving up a lot of money for, like roughly $1,000, and then I was like, oh, I saw this opportunity, and I just dove right into it. Awful decision. So one of the first things that I did wrong, of course, is I was not smart about doing my research. I did not do any research. I pretty much was watching a Tai Lopez video, and I saw this guy selling print-on-demand t-shirts. So I said, hey, I could probably do that. So I just pretty much started a Shopify store and started running ads. Like, I just, without knowing anything, I literally just dove into it. I was super confused about everything, but I was like, okay, well, budgets, sure, let's just do 20, whatever. And I just kept doing this over and over again. And eventually the end of the month reached, and I'd spent, you know, roughly almost $900. So yeah. Now, the other thing is, of course, I was not smart with my budgets. I had no idea what I was doing, so I was putting $20 budgets on every ad set, sometimes even $50 budgets, because literally I had no idea what was going on. I didn't have a testing strategy by any means. I wasn't even sending people to a specific product page. I was sending them to my whole store. The store was actually a women's fitness store. I was gonna include men's stuff too, but I started with that because that's like the first thing I saw on AliExpress. So I figured, hey, let's just do it, whatever. Now, of course, another thing that I should have done right is I should have had some proper guidance. I just kind of, you know, I said, you know what, I can do it on my own. I spent all that money instead of, you know, getting the course from the guy that I saw the initial video from at Tai Lopez's house. Even though I did end up buying that course after all, because after this happened, guys, I completely quit. I just said, okay, screw this, this is not working, let me do something else. So I moved on to eBay and selling on eBay, and you can actually find the video of my story with eBay. It was actually pretty cool. I did something really fun on there and made some decent money, but then I came back to this. And once I came back, I was like, okay, this time I need to know what I'm doing. I need to be structured. I'm gonna buy a course. So I bought the guy's course, and even though it wasn't the best decision ever, I don't think it was the best course by any means, it did help me get a little more structured and just a little better understanding of, you know, pretty much how this whole thing works, how Facebook ads work. But of course, back then, there didn't seem to be almost any videos about this type of stuff. So you guys are pretty lucky. But yeah, back then I almost had to buy a course. Now, the other thing that I did really wrong is kind of what I mentioned a little bit earlier, is that I had no idea about testing, about having any sort of strategy. So I was sending everybody to my whole website, not any product, not any specific product, just to my website. And I was running like page like ads, I was running some conversion ads. I just had no idea what I was doing. So I was running people to my whole website. So I was getting a ton of traffic, right? I was targeting like pretty much the whole world, and I was getting a ton of traffic, like literally like 1,000 visitors plus a day. So I was like, man, this is definitely working. I was like, this is awesome. So that's why I spent so much money, because I kept getting so much traffic that I was like, okay, you know what? If I leave the faucet of traffic on for long enough, I'm gonna get a sale. And I never got a sale, literally not once on this store. It was super, pretty much traumatizing, honestly. So ever since then, I've definitely had to go out there and find some guidance and find somebody that could actually help me out, and I did. It was worth it to an extent, you know, it definitely got me started, but I would not recommend you buy a super expensive course all the time unless it's somebody you really trust. But because there are a ton of courses out there that can teach you some sort of structure with Facebook ads, and that's all you need at the beginning, at least to kind of start diving in. And like I said here, not smart with my budgets. If you don't have a huge budget, guys, there's no reason to be testing products with really high budgets, because chances are your product descriptions are not that good, your website's probably not that good, your checkout's probably not that good. So there's really no reason to test with such high budgets, because you probably won't see success anyways. So it's better to get your feet wet with lower budgets, like $5 a day, $10 a day, and mess around with that rather than like 20, 30 bucks a day. Now, these are all the things that I did wrong, and of course it took me a very long time to recover from this. Like I said, this was 2 years ago, okay? 2 years ago, and I actually didn't see my first sale after this happened until about 6 months later. So this happened roughly in June of 2016, and I didn't see my first sale until January of 2017, which is pretty crazy. I don't know how I stuck it out for that long, but like I said, I did quit for a little bit. And I came back, and then I still kept going, and I spent even more money then, but I did finally make my first sale. So that was extremely exciting, and I was very happy. And that kind of just, you know, even though I didn't make any more sales for like another month after that, it still kind of got me started. And then I found like a kind of a winner, not really. It made me like $100 a day for like a week, and then it died out. And then, you know, I kept going, partnered up with my friend Tyler, and then we started doing weird new things, started getting pretty creative, and we eventually were able to, you know, succeed a little bit, even though it wasn't too crazy. All of 2017, our total sales were about $35,000, 35 or 40,000 2017, but by now we've made over 500,000 total Shopify sales, which is pretty insane if you think about that. That means literally like 95% of the results came from 2018 alone. So this year, guys, this year alone. Now, here's some of the things that I did right that are super important to note, in my opinion. So the first thing is I took massive action, even though it was like pretty bad action and, you know, it wasn't very smart. I still took action, you know. I moved forward with what I kind of saw. I saw a little vision. I got into it because I wanted to get rich quick, obviously, but I quickly learned that that was impossible with this business model. So I just took action, and I kept taking action every single day after that, because I kind of started to like the process. I started liking you know, building a store, running ads. Even though I was spending a lot of money, I had a long-term vision. I knew I would eventually succeed no matter what, especially after I saw my first sale. I was like, okay, well, I made my first sale. What's stopping me from making my second sale, my third, my fourth, my 1,000th sale? Nothing. Okay, I'm sorry. There's nothing stopping me from doing that. So that's what kind of kept me motivated. If you've made sales before, you can do it again. Maybe it'll take you more money this time, but you will perfect your skill. Facebook ads are a skill, and so is Shopify in general, so definitely important to know. Now, that's kind of what this one goes off of too. I got started even though I was a huge failure. Starting is the most important part, guys. If you haven't started your store, I know there's a lot of people out there that do watch my videos that don't even have a store yet. Make sure you start it and start messing around on your free time. You know, yes, it will take some money, the plan, sure. Maybe some ads if you start with running ads right away. But you have to take action. You have to take action no matter what, or you're just gonna be falling behind. Now, another thing that's really important that I did is I learned the Facebook ads platform a little bit. I got comfortable with it even though I was super unsuccessful. I did mess around with it, which kind of led me to, once I bought the new course, to a quicker start because it wasn't completely foreign to me. I had already spent money on Facebook, so I already kind of knew a little bit about how it worked. And then the last thing that I did right is, of course, I learned from my mistakes. I never did ran ads how I did my first time ever again. I knew that was the complete wrong way to do it after I lost so much money doing it. And yeah, and then ever since then, here we are. You know, I've been continuously improving. Every day I learn something new. I'm still learning a ton. Right now my main emphasis is learning Google Shopping. That's what I want to learn next, is Google Shopping ads. Because I do see a big potential in them for sure, especially if you pair it up with some of my Facebook ads strategies that I have. So I'm really excited for that. But guys, that is pretty much it for this video. Hopefully you get some motivation out of this. Motivation is honestly, like, mindset and motivation, I would say, are like 70% of this whole thing. 30% it's technical, but the rest is just all about motivation and just being determined to continue even after you keep failing and failing. So hopefully you get a lot of motivation out of this, guys. If you got some value, if you've gotten value from my previous videos, make sure you subscribe to the family. We're growing super quick. I think we can make it to 1,400, or yeah, 14,000, maybe even today if, you know, we go pretty hard, but maybe not. If not, we'll make it tomorrow. It's no big deal. But yes, I'm extremely excited for that. And don't forget, guys, July 29th, that's the big workshop I'm doing on YouTube. So you don't have to download anything. It's gonna be on YouTube. You're gonna be learning a ton. And I'm gonna be doing some giveaways. I'm gonna be doing a course giveaway. I'm gonna be doing a $100 giveaway and a coaching call giveaway. Maybe I'll even do some more giveaways if I feel like it, but make sure you join on that. Mark it in your calendars. It's gonna be super awesome. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's all I have for today. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.